Okay, so first video I've actually uploaded for 2020 was the HUR meet, which um, it's one of those first 2020 videos that I uploaded personally myself, which is in March. Few months late, just a few months late for 2020. But I actually liked it because it was a good meet altogether, and I actually was able to hang out with a good friend of mine that I barely ever see. So it was, had a great time, and had one of my friends from San Antonio come over here. We hung out for a couple of days. So obviously that was awesome, and yeah, he did it again. But yeah, hung out with a good friend of mine, and it was a pretty good day. It was yeah, it was pretty awesome. So that's the first video for 2020 that I'd uploaded, and it was a good time. I had a good time there. So the next video is the 1997 Nissan Altima alternator replacement, which that was around a few months after I bought the Nissan Altima because something happened to the Audi. That I'll end up explaining later in the video, and why nobody has ever seen the Audi. Well, there's a huge reason behind that. But I'll tell you that later. So, obviously the old '97 Altima with there's me, shitty ass audio, shitty ass. It's a terrible ass video altogether. But you know, my first DIY didn't really have an actual camera. I didn't really even have a computer at the time, and yeah, and so yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I guess whoever actually was able to see the video has the most views of all of my videos. But in a way, like that's understandable. People need to replace the alternator on their '97 Altima, and it's actually a pretty easy video altogether, or a pretty easy thing to do. So, and it's just me farting around, screwing around every time, every day. And the actual video itself took a whole 2 days because of the store. Nobody had the alternator that I actually needed for that car. They all take the same alternator, but parts for that car is actually pretty scarce. That was, and I think a few months later, um, yeah, it has really shitty audio, as you can tell. It has such bad audio. I don't even know why I even uploaded it. Like, and it works, I guess. You know, oh yeah, this Kryptonite really loud, which you know I wouldn't even judge because Kryptonite is like something you'd like listen to just at a normal volume, not louder than freaking, you know, not louder than a Civic at 3 a.m., or freaking, yeah. But anyways, you get the gist. Crappy ass video, and I obviously used one of those in-app video makers, and if it's like past a certain minute, you have to pay something. But the freaking yeah. It took 2 whole days, and I ended up having to go to work in the Audi. Yeah, the Audi was actually fully running at the time. I actually do need to make a video for the Audi because I know nobody's curious about it, but if I was watching a crappy ass YouTube channel like myself, then I'd be wondering why is this guy named Audi Loafer, but it's a Jeep and a Mazda. Which, oh yeah, y'all have yet to see. I'll have to do another follow-up video on the Mazda. I'll have to do that right after I finish this one because it's a nice day out. I might as well just make another video of the Mazda, and obviously my phone goes off as I'm doing that. So yeah, but y'all get the gist. I'm finished talking. Okay, so this is the next video where so there's a reason why there's been a period between the alternator replacement on the Ultima and the current and the video video we're looking at now with my fucking ugly ass self. So, yeah, I ended up. There has been a few things happening in the family. I just did not have the time to make the video, and yeah, that's as far as I'm going at the moment. And yeah, that basically explains why. And you know what happened was I ended up getting how I ended up getting the Mazda anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna continue with that. So this is the video where I was going to buy a car, and I was trying to keep it a secret, just like one of those clout chasing YouTubers that are constantly like, oh, I bought a car, and then like they talk about the car, and 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 they'd say, oh, it's such a nice car, and then like at the end of the video, oh yeah, here's the car, and then there's that, which just show the damn car. Show the damn car. But, you know, it's whatever. I don't just. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next video. But I guess we'll just go into my channel and. Did that? Oh, yeah, I got a total of 18 subscribers. Yeah, moving up in the world. Okay, this is where I actually bought the car, which we'll skip over to some other. Wait, was it over here? Oh yeah, that's when I bought the 5.9 Grand Cherokee. Yeah. Um, it's got stupid fuck. It's got a 2-inch loop kit. Obviously, all that's gonna change at some point. And then continue. There's just me road tripping, going 75, 80 miles an hour. Yeah, and then more road tripping, road tripping, road tripping, road tripping, and then yeah, that's when that storm was not even that bad of a storm. It just looked bad from a distance. Me complaining that I'm bored. And Lamborghini playing in the background. Yeah, and then this is kind of my favorite part at the end. Whenever I shut the hell up. Whenever I shut the hell up. Yep. Oh yeah, the radar detector. Yep, the radar detector. Hey, Doug DeMuro. So the next video is went to a car meet. I didn't really know what the actual name of the car meet is. It starts off as a classic car meet, and then we got kicked out for unknown reasons that I've yet to know. I saw really cool old cars, and it was honestly really nice. Uh, and then right, it was nice right up until we got kicked out for no reason at all. I like looking at old classic cars, and I like looking at new cars, But classic cars are basically my favorite kind of car out there. But, you know, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. I've listened to old classic music, you know, but I'd like to own an old car one day, an old classic car one day. Preferably a GTO Judge or a Charger, a 69 Charger preferably. But might not happen for a minute. And then, it cuts all the way into a car that I never heard of, another Austin Healey. And then, yeah, that's the part where I got kicked out. It's like, alright, we're heading to Harmony Commons Drive. And, oh yeah, that's the 2JZ Swap BMW. Then it went dark. And that is the cleanest neon I've ever seen. Still, by a distance. Yeah, obviously Tomias and I were going crazy with that. Yeah, yeah, that's still my favorite neon though, and such a damn, that's a badass car, honestly. So that's Toyota Avalon with the underglow. Yeah, that's shit balls. Go away. I said go away. Anyways, yeah. Uh, obviously got my 5.9 right there. Nobody looks at it because they think, oh, it's just a regular ass Jeep, but it's a 5.9. It's a 5.9 limited. People need to stop. Well, for fuck. Okay, the low life car meet is the next one. Obviously got to see Tomias's. Obviously that's his Instagram. Rip headphone users. Tomias got to show off his Rustler, as he actually literally just bought it, I think that day of the video. So, I got to show it off, have a good time. The meet all together was actually pretty neat. Had a good time with it. But, I'm gonna miss the days when meets were actually cool. I advertise a Toyota Corolla. Got those really cool looking headlights on that Mazda. Yeah, that was better. um, yeah, there's that neon, the pink neon, or the pink Miata Jetta wagon. Yeah, apparently I'm very into that. Talking about the car. Yeah, but you know what? You can actually watch the video itself. Okay, so after the low life car, we went to the abandoned bank, which, yeah, and seen it. Um, okay, yeah, that happened. And then the abandoned bank part 2, because I had to split it, and I still have to make more edits to that video. Jesus, I got more edits to do. Adventure of Fred, which only has 2 views. Nobody cares about Fred, I guess. That was when I had that flat. Right about his Rustler. Yeah, and that was when I popped the tire on the Mazda. Yeah, so, alright. And then Nightfest 2 Part 2, Cars and Coffee, which that was actually pretty awesome. The Sharpstown meet, also pretty good. And then the most recent video, which is the Team Savage meet. That meet, we're going to talk about that meet for a minute. And that was when I had 4 hours left on my camera, even though I didn't even use any of it. But, yeah, it was a pretty good meet, but they started to become very selective on what car goes in. I mean, and in a way, I understand, but it's just kind of like some cars definitely deserve to go in. Like if they're, letting a base model 325 go in, then obviously a freaking, obviously is R32 Skyline obviously could go in. But that concludes that video, and we will go ahead and deal with that. Obviously, I need to make more videos, but other than that, you know what? Shitty year! But whatever.